There is a city where the clocks have stopped. A place where the air hangs heavy, and silence swallows every sound. On the border of Ukraine and Belarus, it stands, abandoned. Not a single soul lives here, and yet, it feels like something still watches. Inside its crumbling apartment blocks, children's toys lie scattered in the dirt. A dinner table still holds rusted silverware. Keys remain in locks. Doors stand open as if the owners meant to return, but never did. Whoever lived here left in a hurry. So fast, they didn't take their pets. So fast, they didn't take their children's favorite toys. So fast, they didn't even lock their doors. What could make an entire city vanish overnight? It wasn't war. It wasn't a flood. It wasn't even a fire. It was something worse. Something you cannot see. Something you cannot outrun. Years ago, in the last days of the Soviet Union, a monster was born here. Not a creature of flesh and bone, but of metal, stone, and poison. The Soviet government called in scientists to find it, and to capture its image. But to do that, they had to risk their lives. One scientist's diary tells the story. He and his team were ordered to enter a restricted building deep inside the Chernobyl exclusion zone. Their mission was to photograph a strange formation in the basement. They were told, do not stay more than 40 seconds. 40 seconds, to do their work. And survive. The team descended into the basement. It was pitch black. The only light came from their flashlights, cutting thin beams through the thick air. The air itself was strange, bitter, metallic. The scientist wrote that it tasted like he was sucking on rusty iron. Every step made his heart pound harder. There was one strict rule. Never stand directly in front of it. Look only through mirrors. If you stand before it, even for a moment, it will begin to kill you. The scientist adjusted his small handheld mirror, tilting it until the reflection revealed the target. And then, he saw it. It looked alive. Black. Shiny. Twisted. It clung to the floor like the foot of some colossal elephant, a frozen wave of molten stone. It did not move, yet somehow, it felt aware. He raised the camera. One photograph. And then he turned and ran. The moment he reached the surface, he felt sick. His pulse raced. Nausea struck like a hammer. Minutes later, vomiting. Fever. He knew his life was already over. That scientist spent months in the hospital. He never recovered. When he died, his name was never released. In the official records, it was as if he never existed. But the photograph survived. This thing, this monster, was given a name. The elephant's foot. It is a deadly mass of molten uranium, graphite, and steel, created in April 1986 when Reactor 4 at Chernobyl exploded. It was the result of a human mistake so catastrophic that it birthed one of the most dangerous objects on Earth. The molten core burned its way through the reactor, melting concrete, steel, and everything in its path, until it settled in the basement, forming this monstrosity. It emits so much radiation that standing near it for 30 seconds will make you dizzy and sick. 2 minutes, and blood begins to pour from your eyes, your ears, your mouth, and your skin. 5 minutes, and no medicine in the world can save you. It is so radioactive. Cameras break when they try to capture it. Film burns. Even robots fail. But that scientist, using nothing but a set of mirrors, took the one surviving photograph. It is blurry. It is distorted. But it shows the face of death itself. Today, the elephant's foot sleeps inside a massive steel and lead structure known as the new safe confinement. Some call it the sarcophagus. It is sealed away, for now. But radiation is patient. It does not die. The elephant's foot will remain deadly for over 100,000 years. They say it is silent now. But sometimes, the air in that basement still feels heavy. Like it remembers. Like it's waiting. Waiting, for someone to come too close. Some things are not meant to be seen.